Isaiah 34 to 36. Come near, you nations, to hear. Listen, you peoples. Let the earth and all it contains hear, the world and everything that comes from it. For Yahweh is enraged against all the nations, and angry with all their armies. He has utterly destroyed them. He has given them over for the slaughter. Their slain will also be cast out, and the stench of their dead bodies will come up. The mountains will melt in their blood. All of the host of heaven will be dissolved. The sky will be rolled up like a scroll, and all its armies will fade away, as a leaf fades from off a vine or a fig tree. My sword was drunk, its fill in the heavens. Behold, it will come down on Edom, and on the people of my curse for judgment. The sword of Yahweh is filled with blood. It is covered with fat, with the blood of lambs and goats, with the fat of the kidneys of rams. For Yahweh has sacrificed in Borzah, and the great slaughter is the land of Edom. The wild ox will come down with them, and the young bulls with the mighty bulls, and their land will be drunken with blood, and their dust made greasy with fat. For Yahweh has a day of vengeance, a year of recompense for the cause of Zion. Its streams will be turned into pitch, its dust into sulfur, and its land will become burning pitch. It will not be quenched night or day. Its smoke will go up forever. From generation to generation it will lie waste. No one will pass through it forever and ever. But the pelican and the porcupine will possess it. The owl and the raven will dwell in it. He will stretch the line of confusion over it, and the plumb line of the emptiness. They shall call its nobles to the kingdom. But none shall be there, and all its princes shall be nothing. Thorns will come up in its palaces, needles and thistles in its fortresses, and it will be a habitation of jackals, a court for ostriches. The wild animals of the desert will meet with the wolves, and the goat demon will cry to its kind. Yes, the night creature will settle there, and will find itself a resting place. The arrow snake will make its nest there, and lay, and hatch, and gather under her shade. Yes, the kites will be gathered there, every one with her mate. Search in the book of Yahweh and read. Not one of these will be missing. None will lack her mate. For my mouth has commanded, and his ruach has gathered them. He has cast the lot for them, and his hand has divided it to them with a measuring line. They will possess it forever. From generation to generation they will dwell in it. The wilderness and the dry land will be glad. The desert will rejoice and blossom like a rose. It will blossom abundantly, and rejoice even with joy and singing. Lebanon's glory will be given to it, the excellence of Carmel and Sharon. They will see the glory of Yahweh, the excellence of our God. Strengthen and weak hands, and make the feeble knees firm. Tell those who have a fearful heart, be strong, do not be afraid. Behold, your God will come with vengeance. The recompense of God will come. He will come and save you. Then the eyes of the blind will be opened, the ears of the deaf will be unstopped. Then the lame man will leap like a deer, and the tongue of the mute will sing. The waters will break out in the wilderness, and streams in the desert. The burning sand will become a pool, and the thirsty ground springs of water. In the habitation of jackals Where they lay down, there will be grass with reeds and rushes. A highway will be there, a road, and it will be called the Holy Way. The unclean shall not pass over it, but it will be for those who walk in the way. Wicked fools shall not go there. No lion will be there, nor will any ravenous animal go up to it. They will not be found there, but the redeemed will walk there. Then the ransom of Yahweh will return and come with singing to Zion, and everlasting joy will be on their heads. They will obtain gladness and joy, and sorrow and singing will flee away. Now the 14th year of the king Hezekiah, Sennacherib, king of Assyria, attacked all of the fortified cities in Judah and captured them. The king of Assyria sent Rabshakeh from Lachish to Jerusalem to King Hezekiah with a large army, and he stood by the aqueduct from the upper pool in the fuller's field highway. Then Eliakim, the son of Hilkiah, who was over the household, and Shebna, the scribe, and Joah, the son of Asaph, the recorder, came out to him. Then Rabshakeh said to them, Now tell Hezekiah, the great king, the king of Assyria, says, What confidence is this in which you trust? I say that your counsel and strength for the war are only vain words. Now in whom do you trust that you have rebelled against us? Behold, the trust is the staff of this bruised reed, even in Egypt, which if a man leans on it, it will go into his hand and pierce it. So the Pharaoh king of Egypt to all who trust in him. But if you tell me we trust in Yahweh, our God, it is not those whose high places and whose altars Hezekiah has taken away, saying to Judah and to Jerusalem, You shall worship before this altar. Now therefore, please make a pledge to my master and king of Assyria, and I will give you 2,000 horses, if you are able, on your part, to set riders on them. Now then, can you turn away from the face of one captain of the least of the master's servants, and put your trust on Egypt for chariots and for horsemen? Have I come up now with Yahweh against the land to destroy it? Yahweh said to me, Go up against this land and destroy it. Then Eliakim, Shebna, and Joah said to Rabshakeh, Please speak to your servant in Aramaic, for we understand it. Do not speak to us in Judean within the hearing of the people who are on the wall. But Rabshakeh said, Has my master sent me only to your master and to you to speak these words, and not to men who sit on the wall, who will eat their own dung and drink their own urine with you? Then Rabshakeh stood and called out with a loud voice in Judea and said, Hear the words of the great king, the king of Assyria. The king says, Do not let Hezekiah deceive you, for he will not be able to deliver you. Do not let Hezekiah make you trust in Yahweh, saying, Yahweh will surely deliver us. The city will not be given into the hand of the king of Assyria. Do not listen to Hezekiah, for the king of Assyria says, Make your peace with me, and come out to me, and each of you eat from his vine, and each one from his fig tree, and each of you drink the waters from his own system, until I come and take you away to a land like your own land, a land of grain and new wine, a land of bread and vineyards. Beware, lest Hezekiah persuade you, saying, Yahweh will deliver us. Have any of the gods of the nations delivered their hands from the hand of the king of Assyria? Where are the gods of Hamath and Arpad? Where are the gods of Sepharvaim? Have they delivered Samaria from my hand? Who are they among all the gods who these countries have delivered their country out of my hand, that Yahweh should deliver Jerusalem out of my hand? But they remained silent and said nothing in reply, for the king's commandment was, Do not answer him. Then Eliakim, the son of Hilkiah, who was over the household, and Sheba the scribe of Joah, the son of Asaph, the recorder, came to Hezekiah with their clothes torn, and told him the words of Rabshakeh,